Hi, I'm Abby and welcome to the Imaginarium. So today I wanted to show you guys some of the things that really inspire me as an artist, just some things I've collected over the years and just stuff that I'm really into. So let's go. So I wanted to start off with some vintage Nickelodeon stuff. Vintage Nickelodeon is one of the big inspirations and influences in my work, and you might see from the things I show you how it relates to some of the work that I've made. So here we have a telephone, old school Nickelodeon, zigzags, zigzags, green, this, squiggly stuff. There's holes in here. I don't know why, because like your hand can't really, that's weird. Like you answer like this. I don't know. But it's super cool. And you just don't know what's going on. Is there like liquid in here? Is there electricity? I don't know. But it's pretty sweet. So this is one of the things, and there's a button. This is one of the things that's really cool that I've collected. And it was actually pretty cheap. I got it at an online auction for $60, dude. These things go for like over $100. But I really love all the analog stuff, like clicking things, buttons, pressing stuff. Super cool. I also have this, which is pretty similar with the green, the purple. You know, there's a little dial here. It doesn't actually work, but the dials, the buttons, the analog kind of stuff. The zigzag up here. Really cool. Also this thing, like you put water in here. You see all the slime kind of references. It's also like a whistle too. Really cool. And then this thing, like, there's applause up there. Like, why do I like this? It's so funny and silly and stupid. But it's amazing, like, so cool. And then this I got recently, which has gack in the bottom. You actually pull this hand up, take the gack out, put a little ball, and you can fling it. So even just this, like a long hand, is so silly. I love it. I also got this book, Don't Just Sit There, 50 Ways to Have a Nickelodeon Day. So I haven't really gone through it, but I think it could be something, maybe we all go through it together and do like each one of these things, you know? I don't know. We'll see what's in here. But it's a pretty cool kind of vintage book. Then I have a few little Goosebumps things that I've collected that are pretty cool. This is a bookmark. I really love all the colors on here. Super bright. It like makes my eyes dazzle. I love colors like that. Really cool illustration. Mummy on a skateboard. Then I also have this, which is like you put a pencil right here, and then this moves so you can do circles and angles and things. It's like a mummy hand too. Pretty cool. That's where you, that little sharp part, you put on the page. And you can move this around, you know. And then also some vintage pencils. I wanted to paint some of these pencils, like a painting of the pencils, but I decided not to because I want to keep it in the package. I'm worried about ruining the packaging. I really love packaging, so I don't want to ruin that, but super cool, right? I'm going to bring it back to Nickelodeon for a second. Dude, check this out. It's a tiny SpongeBob. It's literally SpongeBob SquarePants Boating School, first season, 1999. Steven Hillenburg, original Nickelodeon Studio production drawing. So this is like an original from the first season, this drawing. And look at SpongeBob. He's just like a cute little guy. He's on his little unicycle. He's just a cute little dude. He's a little sponge living in the ocean. What a cute little guy. I splurged on this and it was so worth it. Totally, totally worth it. to have a little bit of SpongeBob history. Okay. Conan O'Brien. Where do we even start? Conan O'Brien's my comedy hero. I have some pretty cool little collectibles. These are some tickets, vintage tickets. I guess somebody didn't use these, but I got these online, 1994. And then also the super rare Garbage Pail Kids. And it's Conan and Andy. Conan O'Brien and Andy Richter. Pretty cool. But yeah, Conan's like my comedy hero. He's smart, funny, absurdist, silly, and that's totally my type of comedy. And then Jimi Hendrix. Where do I even start? I also have an action figure. This was a gift to me from my sister. And I don't think I've ever seen any other action figures of Hendrix. This is pretty cool. Hendrix is one of my all-time heroes. He's my guitar hero. And I just love the way that he composed music. It's really interesting, really creative, and you can just tell this is somebody who was meant to be a guitarist from the time they were born. It's just so epic and creative and inspiring. And speaking of action figures, I have an original Willy Wonka from the Willy Wonka from 1970s action figure, which is pretty sweet. I love Gene Wilder as an actor in general, but him as Willy Wonka is just amazing. It's just the epitome of what Willy Wonka from the book would totally be in real life. So I have the action figure. I also have this special little coin. And then I also did this little car when I was in college. Learning graphic design, we did car wraps, and then I also made two little nerds to go along with my car. Then there's another Willy Wonka lunchbox. Lunchboxes are also something I collect, like the tin type of lunchboxes. And then I also have a lunchbox from the newest Willy Wonka. I would rate the newest Willy Wonka as number 2 for me. Number 1 is the 70s one with Gene Wilder. I mean, you can't get any better than that. This is a thing I wanted to show you guys that's really interesting. And I think it's Japanese. I could be wrong. But it fits all in this square. And there's all these different things. There's like scissors. There's a stapler. I'm going to pull all these out so you guys can see. But it's so cool that it all fits in this one little square. I also collect a lot of paper printed type things and packaging. I have a degree in graphic design, so my favorite things were print related things and packaging stuff. So I do like to collect things that are printed interestingly or have a certain kind of sheen to it or a weird binding. Those are kind of the things that I find really interesting. So we have this book. It's printed really interesting. There's a little tiny book inside. It's just really cool. Also have this. The print design is really cool. On the back, the text is awesome. Typography. And then even this. This is something that was my grandma's, and she kept it from, gosh, I don't know when this was even made, but you can actually put this into a record player, and it'll play a message from Kenmore, which is really funny that, like, there's an ad on a record that you can put in your record player, and it's like paper. Really funny, really cool. I'm really glad to have this. Rocks. Let's talk about rocks for a minute. This is one of the biggest rocks I have, actually. Amethyst. And I really love collecting rocks. I like anything from nature. I mean, I love all of nature's little treasures, like rocks, sticks, shark teeth, seashells. I love finding all these little treasures that nature has. I also have these 4 very special rocks, and this was a gift from my art teacher in high school when I graduated college. So we have a rock from the Colosseum, a rock from Notre Dame, a rock from Stonehenge, and one from Monet's garden. So this one is really special, really cool, and I keep this in a safe place all the time. Okay, so there it is. I might make some more videos like this just to show you guys some of the things that inspire me and the things I've collected over the years. If you like this, I'll make some more, because this was just a tiny little bit of the kind of stuff that inspires me, and I can go into more depth also if you guys would like. And I hope you had a fun time learning about stuff that inspired me, and let me know what inspires you.